I learned everything on the job.
Okay.
I didn't really know much about transportation.
So what's kept you then? What's kept you in it?
Well, what's kept me in it? Well, I would say it would be the type of work that we do. I find very gratifying being able to solve safety and mobility solutions, at least for my particular organization. It's been great to be able to have opportunity to weigh decisions at a much higher level and set priorities for the agency that I work for. That's really what's kept me in it. But early on, the reason why I kind of stayed in this traffic planning, transportation planning world was I knew as an engineer what I wanted to focus on and work towards, and that was being more present with the stakeholders and with the community and with clients. So I felt that staying on that level, you can get these opportunities more so than going like this design path.
Right.
So that's kind of
the best way to keep people within the transportation industry is to keep them excited about working in the transportation industry. Overall, we're unique that, we're B2G. At the end of the day, you're either working for the government or you're working for a consultant that works for the government. For the most part, some vendors that work to sell products
Sure.
to the government. But
Yeah.
for the most part, the funding for our public transportation systems are public funds. And that means we're not necessarily going to compete against Wall Street on salary, right? So, we can provide certain work-life balance, we can provide culture, but to me, the best way I've always retained my teams was help people grow, challenge them in the areas that they want to grow and challenge it, and make it fun.
I think that me personally, I feel like giving people the opportunity to be their authentic selves, giving them the space to innovate, to learn first, and then to use that knowledge to innovate. To me, that's a core part of, as you put it, giving something to the next generation that allows them to improve where we are, not just maintain. Do you share that point of view, or do you see it differently?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, the opposite of growth and innovation is stagnation. So I think it's critical both to support the industry as a whole and also to support the growth and careers of the folks who want to be leaders, who want to rise to that challenge.
Yeah.
To give them those opportunities to do that.
And so anything that we can do to help new people in the industry to feel like they're valued and that the work we do really does make a difference.
I think it's really important for me to know that I have opportunities to grow and learn. Having mentors is really important, but I think more important is that those mentors also advocate for opportunities for me to learn and grow. I think that is the thing that I would want the most from a job and from a career, is that I could see that I had ways and places to grow. Whether I stayed in transportation engineering or at a specific company, I think that would be the key for me, is seeing that I have a path or an opportunity to keep growing forever, that I'm not ever going to hit like a glass ceiling per se. And credit to the internship I've worked the last couple of years, that's something that's been really positive, that I'm looking to stay with that company for a long time after my internship, because they offer so many opportunities for me to get involved with the work now as an intern. My supervisor has advocated to give me opportunities to do like field work and to get involved in projects that are kind of aligned with things that I'm really interested in or things that I'm passionate about. And so it's just those little things where I found that people were really invested in me and helping me learn and grow and achieve my goals. That was more important to me than anything else. And kind of everything else after that falls into place.
Yeah, and you mentioned in some of your remarks about the need for hands-on experience as part of your education. And, we're hearing that more and more these days, that we really can't have a separate hands-on experience and an in-classroom experience. They need to be more integrated. And one of the conversations that's been going on is that with the strictness of the ABET certification and what universities have to go through to not only obtain but maintain that some of that is not suiting us well in what the industry needs or what students expect as in our modern times. Do you agree with that, or do you see it differently?
Okay, I cannot agree or disagree. I understand what ABET wants, and what ABET wants is to make sure that the new generation understand what it needs to be done.
What is it you think that's kept you there?
the thing that's really kept me there is the students. It's just so rewarding to have the students, first of all, to teach them and see things kind of come to life for them, but then to watch their careers afterwards.
What was like is there one thing you can point to that helped you fall in love with transportation?
Just problem solving, really. Just overall problem solving. I like to drive, so that was an influence as far as the transportation side of it. My internship experience was in construction and design, so I knew I didn't mind being out in the field, but that could be a little bit rigorous if that's your, out in the field all the time. So Wilmington, like I said, a little bit of the design as far as the traffic is concerned. Being Philly really found my niche, which I got in safety. And just trying to make a difference and solve crash concerns and issues that you see out, in the streets and everything. Just trying to make the roads a safer place.
I think when I was doing mechanical engineering, I was hoping to design something that I can hold in my hand. I was hoping to design a printer, design a chair that become comfortable for somebody. And as I learned more about the profession, the job that was available to me was in an oil rig, was in weapon design, amazingly enough at that point. So I was thinking, you know what, I think I'm a little bit more social than I give myself credit for. So as I learned a little bit more about transportation engineering, I thought, so I can relate to this. So you're saying you do roads and bridges and the parking lot out there? Oh, that was really interesting. So that really spoke to me, because I think to me it was, it's relatable and it's things that I use all the time. Is when I design intersection, I can actually drive at the intersection and see it. So that was really cool.